And welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and your virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, you kids know me. Some Tito, some orange, some cranberry juice. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I'm drinking that Josh wine again. It's
starting
to grow on me a little bit. Yeah, it's cheap and it's decent, so why not get you there? But, Nikki, Fatal Influence win the women's tag team titles. The Bloodline gains momentum, and tensions rise between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. We're reacting to the week in WWE on Friday, July 24th, 2026. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's let it roll. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my. Someone pour me up another shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in, everybody. Happy Friday. If you're new here, smash the old like and subscribe. You're a regular. You know we love having you. Nikki, it's been a week. It's been a fun week. We got a lot to get to. We are breaking things up. We normally do WWE and AEW, but since AEW has an actual pay-per-view on Sunday, we're going to be covering AEW Redemption Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So tonight is strictly WWE for the Fed heads. Dare I say it?
All the boats, all the ships, all the things.
I know.
But yeah, so you can watch Kat and I do our lipsticks and lariats at 3, and then we're going to do a wardrobe change, feed the babies, come down, and you're going to meet us back here at the bar to talk AEW.
Yeah, like you're running the Grammys, Oscars. Who's that?
Or SNL. I'm going to do a wardrobe change and a scenery change. But Sunday's going to be fun. I'm excited for, obviously, me and Kat. I'm excited to sit and talk AEW with you, but we're not talking AEW.
Yes. No, not tonight. But I'm excited for some show-related, channel-related announcements as your other tag team partner, Kat, comes in the chat. What's up, Kat?
Hello.
But, Nikki, fun announcements for the channel. This channel, as I'm calling it, we are going to have the exclusive live stream for Super Strong Pro. Independent wrestling once a month will be on this channel. In September is our next show, as Tank will be doing commentary. So we're going to be live streaming the events. So as I'm calling it, SSP on Nickflix.
So yeah, so the
Nickflix era begins.
So the next SSP show, you can come on our channel, watch the show, and Nick do commentary.
Yes, last time was a blast. Lisa was in the chat having a good time. I think Reese popped in, Kat popped in. I think a few people popped in. You as well. So
you're leaving out me.
Yeah, he was out. Kat is also fun announcements. We have now new merch available.
Go
the Nick Club jerseys.
Go full screen on you so they can see it, and then show the back.
That's a good idea. Hold on. We'll move it this way. So, thought of these before Danhausen did it. And on the back, wrestling happy hour. So, some new merch coming in.
Merching it up. And then also you can see Tank, our little... No, go back full screen.
This one?
No,
me full screen.
Oh, my God. Act like you've done this before. And then
Tank.
Let's Tank. He's usually upstairs on my desk upstairs, but now he's making his appearance at the bar. But that was Nick found a thing. God, it was like 3 years ago to turn you into like the wrestling buddy, and that was my profile picture for like what? 3 years before I changed it to our wedding photo, and then haven't changed my profile on Facebook since.
Yes, so
but
these are exclusive, very limited edition, but yes, Kat, you might be on the list. Who knows? The limited edition. So yes, SSP on Nickflix.
Yes,
is coming. But those are all the fun little channel-related items, as I would say. But Nikki, let's get to some news. Some Nikki's non-kayfabe news.
So actually, Steven broke this news on our group chat yesterday when this is announced. He sent out the press release. But basically, WWE is now partnering with Sirius XM, and they're taking over what is right now channel 156, was their Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 Who'sy Whatsies. But now they're rebranding it WWE Radio, and they're going to have Busted Open as basically, I don't want to say the focal point, but sort of the focal point. Dave LaGreca said nothing's going to change. I don't believe that for a second. And they also announced that they're going to have audio versions of their typical podcasts, like Cody's What Do You Want to Talk About? Stephanie's What's Your Story? The Undertaker one, 6 Feet Under with Michelle McCool. But also they're going to be doing radio commentary. They're basically going to have Vic Joseph and Lord help us Booker T do another version of commentary for audio listeners.
I think that's pretty neat in some ways.
In theory, but Booker T just makes noises. So I don't know. He's just like, yeah, man, look at that, man.
Yeah, well, true. But the one thing is there's people like I always think about like baseball fans love, like there's some baseball fans that are like old school baseball fans that absolutely love to hear like just it described on the radio. Like there's some people that don't like certain announcers. And like I remember it might be Joho. There's someone, I don't want to put it on Joho, but that told me that literally whenever like they're like, I just listened to the Yankee radio broadcast because I don't want to hear Michael K. I think it was Michael K at the time. But yeah, it was just like I don't want to hear, so I will mute the TV and listen to the Yankee broadcast. So I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting. It offers a different angle to it, but on that front. But the busted open part, yeah, that is a concern because it's like how, again, now you're a property essentially of WWE. How can you be an unbiased journalist? And I never really saw it that way anyway. I felt like they never really were, for two reasons. One, Bubba Dudley's been on LFG and all these other things.
I mean, it's a Legends deal.
Yeah, so that when you're on the deal already, you're not going to be that critical because you're getting paid. So you have that. And then Dave LaGreca was always on, like when they had the Cody Crybaby thing, they used all of his video from his podcast, like a lot. And like I think it was him that started The Rock's promo. So like it just felt like he was always kind of in the pocket of WWE. Like I feel like he was the equivalent of Dave Meltzer to AEW, like to WWE always. So to me, I don't feel that.
But do you see them covering like AEW shows? I know Kat just put in the chat, like, I'm pretty sure you're happy, dear, but like if they get rid of Thunder Rosa, like, are they not going to cover it? You know, Bully Ray always kind of shits on AEW.
Well, yeah, no, that is the thing. But the thing is the channel's going to be WWE. So like that's it stinks, but selfishly, I view it good for people like us who cover everything, you know, and all of our friends in this community, like you, like Kat, like Reese, and you know Mikey, and everyone who covers all the different brands, not just WWE. It's, I think, good for us on that front. We always offer our unbiased opinions, so now we can. It gives us a little bit more of a unique aspect to the market. So
like they got rid of Thunder Rosa. Like, would they keep Nick Nemeth? Like, I know they're okay with TNA. It's not as hardcore as it was. Like, do you keep someone like Tommy Dreamer, who?
I think Nick Nemeth, they always kind of because again, he's been used in WWE
True.
as well. So like, I never felt he's another one of those guys. It's like
I don't know. But
he was like even like Matt Cardona. It's like you always felt like they were coming back like one way or the other. So I don't know.
But it's something to keep an eyeball on to see how that progresses. I don't know if I know the exact start date. Did I have that? Why are you not scrolling? I can't work my computer without a mouse.
Kat said Monday. She already beat
Oh yeah. Now if I scroll all the way to the top, it was the 27th. So yes, Monday. I need a mouse. But yeah, so it should be interesting. We should keep an eyeball of that and see what changes are for Busted Open.
Yeah. Again, they'd always been kind of homers on it. So for me, it's not that big a deal. I like listening to Freddie Prinze Jr. He does like a once a week show. He's got some good stuff, Wrestling with Freddie. So. Oh,
no, I haven't watched his. I have so much stuff. He's not on my radar. But staying on the WWE side, during Saturday night's main event, I'm switching topics, kids. Saturday night's main event, they announced that they were doing like WrestleMania watch parties. So they announced at the theater at Madison Square. Infosys.
I say Infosys. You say Infosys.
Anyway, it's the theater.
Let's call the whole
I'm pretty sure it's this, like basically the theater at Madison Square Garden. So they're going to do a watch party for night 1 and 2, and then basically after WrestleMania goes off the air, they're going to have night 1 is the Triple Mania show, and then night 2 they're doing NXT Stand and Deliver. So it's weird. Your biggest pay-per-view, your Super Bowl, it's going to go off air, and then you're going to show an NXT show? So then your main event is already going to be old news because the new show.
They do it AAA all the time. It's like SmackDown.
AAA comes down after Smack, but that's like
so like
an hour of AAA for after a 2-hour SmackDown or 3-hour SmackDown. It feels very different than a big show going on after a big show.
To me, this is 100%. Well, first off, there's a couple things. So WrestleMania, because it's in Riyadh, it's going to start like 1 o'clock or something like that.
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, so
just because it's an early start time.
So it's early in the day, right? And then let's say it ends. Let's say it's a 6-hour thing. It ends at 7 o'clock, and this starts at 8. This is the way I think we said this for a while. I felt like they were trying to they were dipping their toe in the water, like trying to keep some domestic presence for WrestleMania.
Yes.
And this is their way of doing it. Is we're going to give you AAA and we're going to give you Stand and Deliver while everyone else is.
There's also rumors that there's going to be several other watch parties. There's rumors there's maybe Vegas, maybe somewhere like more on the East Coast. I don't think. It's on the West Coast, but like Nevada's not like West Coast. I think more California. And then also there's probably going to be wrestlers there to promote the watch party. So like, you're not going to be at Mania. You're going to be in, Madison Square Garden hosting a party.
Steven's saying it'll be like when they had those 5 movie Twilight marathons in theater right when the last movie.
Oh my God. And then also there's rumors that Tony Khan wanted to do something, when they went to Vegas, friends of the show, the Cheenies went out there. It's a big thing for independent wrestling to do shows in and around wherever WrestleMania is to make this big festival weekend. Obviously, Brett Lauderdale said, he's like, well, we're not going to Saudi. So it's just is this them trying to counterbalance indie stuff?
Yeah.
Or, probably more importantly or more obviously AEW.
Yeah. But no.
Seriously. So I don't know. It's interesting. Because this year, they didn't do Stand and Deliver. What, it was 2 weeks? Mikey, 2 weeks before Mania or the week before Mania? I think.
Yeah, it was like a week before. Yeah.
So now it's. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not surprised. I think Internal Glory. I think it's a pretty cool name for a pay-per-view or a PLA. I thought so for AAA for Lucha Libre. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I also couldn't get over. I know. I don't think Reese is in the chat right now, so I could say it before he gets upset. I feel like G1 Climax is very sexual.
What does it have to? Okay.
Because it's like the I don't know. I just think like we were talking about names. It's like Eternal Glory is a good name. I like it. But certain names are like Great Balls of Fire. Remember
Like
how
that was
crappy that
terrible.
was?
Or Stomping Ground with the boot logo. Like, not all of them can be. You know.
I know they can't all be winners.
Yeah.
So.
But it should be interesting how they played out. And again, Kat called it out. They're just saying April. We don't have definitive dates for Mania yet.
Yeah. And
I'm hoping I don't know when Easter falls, but I'm hoping it's not Easter weekend again.
Yeah. No.
Linda was not happy. Like, we gotta go. WrestleMania's on.
Wrestling's on.
We left before dessert.
See you.
So.
But so we'll see. I don't know.
Well, 2 topics to keep your eyeballs on.
Put a little bow on it this week.
You can hit my music.
All right, Nikki, let's get to Saturday night's main event.
Oh my God, that feels like 100 years ago.
I know. Well, we're going to get back to it because last Saturday, 6 days ago, we crowned new women's tag team champions.
We did.
In the form of Fatal Influence, Nikki.
You said it, baby.
Yeah. Let's take a look back. A little Barracuda.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Very fitting, very excited. I feel bad for Paige and Brie. I don't think this was necessarily or maybe more Brie this run how it was supposed to go. Glad Paige is back in WWE and healthy. She feels like she talks about how she just wanted to be back there. So, they had their run. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad they're pushing their babies. But what you shouldn't be pushing, a little boy, is a grown-ass fucking woman. But I'll save that for another time. But you didn't see the little kid back there? I would say he's probably 10 to 13. And he pushes Fallon Henley.
Oh, no.
And she, goes to, she's about to, yell. And they cut away. But then I feel like she realizes it's, a little kid. Yeah. Stop touching wrestlers. They don't want to be touched by you. But, I'm excited. They're pushing their babies. I think they're going to look great. I'm assuming there's going to be, a celebration tonight for them. I hope they travel around with these. Bring them to Raw. Bring them to NXT like it should be. Because they were former, obviously, NXT kids.
Well, let's talk about it, right? How do you touched upon it, right? Paige and Brie Bella won was it WrestleMania?
At Mania,
yeah. Mania. So I guess, how do you reflect on their run?
I feel, I don't like shitting on women's wrestling. But I feel like that division was so hot leading into WrestleMania. And then, obviously, Nikki got injured. And I love the sub of Paige. But I just feel like they've held them too long. And obviously, they were protecting Paige because of her neck issues. And Brie's now in the workhorse tag spot that she's also not made to be in. I'm like, girl did her best. I know everyone shits on them, but
I always thought Brie was a better wrestler than Nikki. I don't know, for some reason.
I don't know, and I feel
maybe because she just married Bryan Danielson. I was like, you probably should.
What did AJ say? Sorry for you that wrestling skills are not sexually transmitted.
Yeah.
But girl tried, and I feel bad because she's not, the person to take all the things, and she worked, and I know people don't like them, but
yeah, like I always felt like it was a big moment, right? They gave her a big WrestleMania return moment, and it made sense to me. You got a big pop at WrestleMania, but I'd rather see the Bellas as tag champions than Paige with Brie Bella.
Right.
But it served its purpose, and I thought Fatal Influence would have won the belts a little sooner. But to me, the finish of this match was sloppy. I hate roll-ups, and Jessica Carr was literally staring right at.
Yeah, well, I don't.
J.C. Jane.
She's almost at an Aubrey for me at this point, but I think it makes sense because Brie has done that multiple times for Paige to win. So I like that the heel team did a heely thing. I don't necessarily love a roll-up as well. Jessica Carr is really starting to bother me, but again, are we going to talk about this match ever again? No. Like, was it a bar burner? No. It served your purpose. We have new champions. You're pushing your babies. Let's move on with our lives.
Yeah. No, and like you were saying to me, I didn't think, I thought J.C. Jane should win a belt before the girl, the other girls. I don't think so. I think the tag belts are perfect for her because she elevates them, and that's why it made sense at this moment for them to win this belt.
I'm sure we'll get to this later, but I'm just upset that JC's not going to be in that ladder match. So, but I guess you're not going to do this, but here's your consolation. You're going to be like basically managing the women's tag team.
And Steven wants her to be the world champion.
I do too. Again, that's the whole thing. If I hate the interim, I hate it. But it served its purpose. Good for Fallon and Laney pushing babies. You do you, girl.
No, that's fair. Moving along on Saturday night's main event.
Oh, my legs are shaking. Sorry.
Trick Williams gonna win. Not really surprising. I hate his belt.
I don't like it at all.
You want to talk a little bit about Lyra and Bayley?
I'm loving this. I love that they came out with the darker music. I love that her coat seemed wilted or molting feathers. And then having her look strong with this new bulldog choke finisher, her beating the shit out of Bayley after the match,
whoops, wrong one.
Whoop, I'm into this.
Yeah,
it gives her something different. I like the promo that she cut, or the backstage segment. Was it Kathy or Jackie, whatever one it was? I think Jackie, but probably Kathy. But I don't know. I'm loving this version of her.
Yeah, no, giving her a submission makes her, and she looked, I hate to say it, it reminded me of Batman Returns, Penguin, when Penguin gets something on his nose, he was eating the, I don't know, just the whole nose.
Or when he bites the other person's nose.
Yeah. It's just it's a little bit of that.
But also kudos to her that having a Becky moment that clearly I think they were just let's just beat the shit out of each other. And Bayley just stiff arms her, and her nose just, as soon as you can tell, and I was oh, that hit hard. And then she rolled off onto the mat, and you just see gushing.
Yeah.
And then I love that Eyebrows at one point was trying to give her a towel and fix her, and she's pushing him away, and then Bayley's pushing him away. It's just it felt like a really kind of what we say with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, the closer friends you are, the more you just beat the shit out of each other. And this is what that felt. And I think we didn't talk about it. I don't know if we will if someone calls in, but is Bayley leaving? If this is what I was throwing up in the post. If this is a great way for Bayley to put over Lyra in such that way, and again, you're leaving, you're gonna get when Ricochet got put through a windshield and we never saw him again. Is this them running off Bayley because Bayley's leaving? Yeah, is this the end of Bayley in I'll throw that on the poll. Is this the end of Bayley in WWE? Because we've said for months now she's done everything. She even listed. She also, when they do that, I always get worried. They list all their accolades, Royal Rumble winner, first Grand Slam champion. I didn't know that. Yeah. And I forgot else, a million other things. But world champion, how many times? First tag team champion. Tag team. There's literally, besides really having the IC and the US belts, which they don't really mean anything, sadly. She's done it all. Yeah. And are you winding down your career? Or not necessarily winding down, but do you want to do something different? Do you want to run around another company with your best friend? And like Mercedes is posting, it was a Wrestle Dream, and it was her and Bayley.
Yeah, and it, it's interesting. I mean, Cena went out tapping out on his back too, so maybe Bayley, getting choked out. This might be one of the last scene in the match, and then this is the last Bayley on the steps.
I do hope she changed it because like Davina is not a cute name. I hope she comes up with a better indie name because that was her name in the Indies before she went to NXT.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
It's not.
Is that why it's called a Rose Plant? That's what she
probably. I don't know, but she needs like Pamela and Davina are just not cute names.
Steven thinks she has more time left than unless she has to go now.
Was it Sean Ross that said like she's contracted to the end of the year? I think her contract's to the end of the year if they don't add on injury time, was she injured? Or I thought she was just off TV. But I just hope it's not like a Brody Lee situation when like we should have got Brody Lee at AEW so much sooner.
AEW, I like it. And then remember that time when she had the women's title?
Yeah, everyone's like, oh,
I'm like, man, people are really drawing.
I know. Again, I don't want like everything.
Kat's saying October 1st.
Oh.
Which would be interesting. But, well, if her contract's up, then yeah. So that's still, wait, what are we at now? Well, I guess, that's 2 months. So that it's enough time to keep her off, like not really need to bring her back.
They kept Brody off TV for how long? Because Vince is a dick.
Yeah.
I guess if she stays, great. If she goes and runs around with Mercedes in AEW, I'm not going to be mad at that either. Again, I don't want everyone and their mom who leaves WWE to go to AEW at this point, but seeing her and Mercedes running around, I'm not be mad at it. Either like I want them to beat their rivalry, the matches in NXT, first woman to main event a pay-per-view, like the Iron Woman match, let them have some bangers. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah. And just keep bulking up the AEW women's division. So is that the last of Bayley and WWE? Majority says yes. So we'll see. But Nikki, what might be the last of Bayley? We saw a debut on Saturday night's main event. We were wondering what Danhausen was working on in his experiments. We finally see the debut of KAThausen.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We've got the right to choose it. There ain't no way we'll lose it. This is our life. This is our song. We'll fight the powers that be. Just don't pick our destiny, 'cause you don't know us. You don't belong. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
Nikki, KAThausen debuts.
And Steven, shout out to actually putting it together that the cat equaled the cat. I love Karl-Anthony Townsend. He is my favorite Nick. Him coming out to help Danhausen. I loved. JD is a goddamn national treasure for the height, the jump that he did for Cat.
I know. And he literally went like head over heels.
Yeah,
So I want to throw this out there, and I thought this is a fun poll with this up here because maybe it just happened so recently. Who had a better chokeslam, Cat, Karl-Anthony Towns, or Jelly Roll? Because it seems like a lot of people are using chokeslams now. Like anyone who's above like 6'3", which I don't think Jelly. I never thought Jelly Roll was that tall.
Is Jelly Roll that tall?
I don't know, but the big. I don't know.
Any whoosies, but again, it's simple because they're not doing anything really. It's the trained wrestler. It's JD jumping and selling his ass off. Like I love JD so hard. It's just he's so obviously he's a great wrestler, but he's so good at the fun stuff that he knows him selling or him being scared or him doing whatever.
I almost spelled Jelly Roll ROLE.
I mean,
But yeah,
I don't know. I think it looked great. I think this is the. I guess if we talk about me a bit later, this is what your celebrity should do. Come out, do one move, and then help, and then be done. I don't think we're going to see Kat again. Maybe when next basketball season, but I don't think, like, this is clearly a one and done, and it's what it needed to be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's an easy enough move for him to do. He looks strong.
Yeah.
You know, Brunson doing a move wouldn't make sense. And again, it was a nice. It was kind of a nice moment, yeah. And then Dom hits, and you could tell him like staring with Dom. He took an extra second to make sure he's good.
Yeah, like, you can tell because Dom put his. They were like staring at each other, and then Dom put his arm on his shoulder, and I feel like that was like, all right, we can go. So I love that he would like again like want like Travis Scott going crazy and like fucking up Cody Rhodes' face. Like I feel like this was him being in tune with the wrestlers. Like we're making eye contact. You're good. I'm good. Like let's do this. Again, like people who come in and take this seriously and respect it. Yeah. I like. And then now we don't. Again, beautiful moment, fun moment in MSG with our Knicks, and then Kat can move and walk out of here and be done. Like, so
I'll throw it out there. So the chat says it seems like unanimously Kat's got a better choke slam than Jelly Roll. Yeah. But were you disappointed in the reveal? Because, you know, there was talks about a number of different names. Some people said Cass. Some said Corbin would have been in this role.
No, I think this is perfect. Thank God it's not Corbin.
Almost whoever, you know.
Thank God it wasn't any actual wrestler. I think this, because all the little Easter eggs when he's like, oh, it's from someone in New York. Someone's going to help me. He's big. And then again, the black cat, like, it all kind of made sense. When he came out, it was like, oh, perfect. Like, you didn't want this to be Cass. You did not want this to be a Baron Corbin. Like, no. Like,
and Kat liked Kat because Kat.
Yes.
Of course.
But no, it's what it needed to be. It was the fun match in NSG, the Knicks, JD's a star. That's what it needed to be.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you want to real quickly touch upon what ended?
I hated everything about it.
Because Jalen Brunson, I love Jalen Brunson, but yeah, even this was actually talked about on Sports Talk Radio in New York. Roberts, he's like, yeah, he just looked awkward and it looked so terrible.
Like, yeah, like he didn't know, like, and it felt awkward when Seth is there with the chair hitting him, and he's just like, he didn't like. I don't know. He looked kind of scared. And then even like how he like meekly kind of stood in between them. Like it wasn't like a rush or it wasn't like a run. It was on like a whoa. It was just like, oh, I'm supposed to stand here now. Like it was very awkward. Roman putting the belt on him holding up the trophy for 4 hours. I was like, I hate everything about that.
To me,
it was too much.
This was all a setup to get Roman equal to Seth. You know, because Seth got over on Roman on the contract signing. So now they're both even going into the go-home show for Raw. And they just, you know, one of Roman's 3 or 4 dates that he's going to do here. It's Madison Square Garden. We'll get Roman on a quick, you know, payday, so to speak. And now we get another, I'm just going to call it B-roll-ish footage for SummerSlam for their match.
Right. And to me, again, in my brain, Seth is the face, and he came out with a notorious heel that New York doesn't like with Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know.
And that shit, by the way, that's done. Like so as a Knick fan, that shit is over. Like people hating Halliburton, they don't anymore because the Knicks won a championship. So like no one cares. Like he stopped the Knicks from winning a championship a couple of years ago, but it's like same thing with like Reggie Miller. Like people don't like Reggie Miller. Yeah, they'll boo him, but like he's not gonna have the heat that he had that he had two years ago when he eliminated the Knicks. It's done. The Knicks have won a championship, so it's just kind of a moot point.
Yeah. And then also, side note, interesting, before I came down here for the podcast, I watched Stephanie McMahon's podcast, What's Your Story, with Michael Cole that they filmed at Fanatics Fest before the kickoff, whatever, who's he whatsies. Michael Cole called Roman and Seth tweeners. And I thought that was very interesting. Because to me, Seth is a face, Roman's a heel. But I guess a lot of people love Roman, and he's just not my cup of tea. And I know a lot of people don't like Seth, and I get it, but he's my man. So I just thought it was interesting that Cole called them tweeners.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think.
Acknowledge me.
Oh my god. So.
But we'll see.
But it went too long. As much I know we love Jalen Brunson, but I'm just like, he was not meant. This just looked awkward. It looked really awkward.
Okay. So, what should have been the main event,
Yes,
ends up seeing Cody Rhodes and CM Punk going out on top. So it's not going to be a fatal 4-way, thank God.
thank God. We're getting it.
With some help from Nick Aldis
Quick!
from Nick Club. So, Nikki, finally official.
Finally, give it to me. I've been saying this for a month. This is what gimme. I want this. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fun. Boo everyone who booed this. Boo you. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. They get their
Joho.
I know.
Get
Joho
together.
Like,
I hope it's Saturday night so we could just.
I don't want it to be Saturday night because he's gonna shit on it. It's gonna make me upset. I want this Sunday.
But yeah, so Nick Aldis gets involved, hits Gunther with the belt.
Yep.
Sets up what's now going to be a fun match. I got a fun theme for that one if I do get the previews in. I got a lot of work to do for next week. You know, a nice playlist coming at you.
But no, I'm excited. It's going to be good. We didn't want a fatal 4-way. Give me Punk Cody 1-on-1. We'll find something for Sami if we're not. I don't know. This didn't need to be a fatal 4-way. I'm so glad they're not doing a fatal 4-way. I'm so glad it's Gunther Nick up the Knicks.
Yeah. Knicks the win. It's going to be interesting when we get to that prediction one.
I don't know, but I just want the match. I don't care who wins. I just want everyone to have a good time with that match.
But yeah, Nikki, let's put a little bow on Saturday night's main event.
Enough.
Who do you want to hear from? As we
Biggie.
Slide over. All right. As we move to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Front of the show, Big E.
This is former WWE champion Big E, and you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
He has such a good. Talk about like radio voices. He has such a good voice.
Yeah, well, that's why they put him into broadcasting.
Yeah.
So, all right, Nikki. Well, we're gonna do this a little backward because we ended Saturday night's main event with. Well,
I wanted to boo something first, but if you're going into a video, then never mind.
We ended Saturday night's main event with Roman riding high with Jalen Brunson. And we're going to end Monday Night Raw with the Bloodline reigning supreme because, Nikki, many men are after the Bloodline.
Death looks easy, but life's a fight. It cuts your soul in a darker night. This one's for the ones on a block on lock. The real ones twisting smoke, staring at clocks. I don't say only God can judge me. I see the system don't love no one like me. Call me the Don, like in no flicks. Malcolm X with a gun in the mix. They switch sides, let the shots fly free. I thought we was family. Why aim at me? Many men, many men wish pain on me. Lord, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. From where my heart turned cold. Many men wish pain on me.
Nikki.
I don't like that one.
Well,
They changed the lyrics, and it's
sometimes,
a rap song.
we'll make it a little country, a little Stapleton-ish. But the Bloodline leave LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys Lang. So I just wonder where we're headed. As I know we're getting more people in the chat.
Hello, love.
Good to see you, Sin. But Nikki, are they using the Bloodline just to cover for Roman not being there? And is this Or is this just a smart rotation and getting guys like LA Knight, Royce Keys into the Raw main event scene?
I think it's both things are true. I think obviously they need Roman's not being there every week, so you need his proxies or his bad boy, as Seth had said. So of course you need to put your bloodline people in there. I do like having them bring Solo and Royce Keys over onto Raw. I think more exposure for Royce Keys is great, and also Solo too, because I feel like he also is one of those young pickles that like they could be pushing more, and I do like him as a heel very, very much. Don't know how I feel about the promo with him and Seth. I didn't know if I loved him being. He's like, I can be what you did at WrestleMania.
So that is a good question, because it does bleed it together, and I want to ask you about like that interaction between the two, because are we gonna get some sort of WrestleMania-esque moment because with Seth getting his own version of allies helping him to challenge the bloodline? Is that what we're angling towards? I mean, but they already have a match earlier in the night, so I don't know. But then again, I'm trying to remember back. I remember Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fought the Usos earlier in the night. So
I know it's not going to happen, and I know it's wrestling. I want Seth to beat him clean. I don't want Solo to be like, I'll be your hero, baby, and then like come in and help. I want Seth to do it on its own.
Kat, that is a good point. We did see a little bit of the interaction with Jacob and Royce Keys. But what's interesting is, like he said basically the interaction, because after this moment where he's like, oh, we could be friends. I could be your shield, right?
Let's be friends.
Then, which is always funny, Jacob comes out and then Solo like runs away. And then he gets a super kick from Seth Rollins. Seth's like, I know you're not going to hit me because you're on orders from the tribal chief.
Yeah.
So, but then Jacob's like, well, if he loses, I'm going to come after you. As friends in the chat. Andrew Brunswick, what's going on?
Hello, friend.
Angling to...
I hope not. I would love for him to be like the one Samoan standing on his own.
Solo. Literally. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they play that. I mean, because they have a 3-on-3 earlier in the night, so like to bring them back out into the main event would be.
Well, would it be even different nights?
Yeah, maybe. I keep thinking it's going to be one night show. Yeah, so you could push it in 2 nights that way, but then that would be kind of a repeat.
Or I really don't want anyone to get involved in Seth Roman. And I know that's insane to say with the Bloodline Roman Reigns match, but if Seth could win clean, I would be happy.
I mean, just to kind of go back on this, I mean, what if they go back on Solo joining the Bloodline? I mean, it would be the strongest Bloodline we've ever seen. Not that, like, I know a lot of people, Kat hates it, I don't know, but it would be a different iteration of the Bloodline. But then what happens with the MFTs? Like,
the MFTs are already done.
No, I mean, like, the Tongans. Tala and Tama are still on SmackDown.
They're feuding with Finn Balor.
Yeah, I know,
they
but
have
like,
moved on.
I guess they move, but yeah, you could, but it'd be interesting. I know, and then Zilla is potentially coming in. There could be so much more. It would be a very crazy group if you really just have them. That really could be what the NWO was, what they wanted the NWO to be back on a day, like different brands, but it's the family. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, it did have a lot of implications. Listen to Nikki. I don't know. It would be interesting. It would be an interesting take on it. Again, it's not something we've seen. Jacob and Solo.
It is what we've seen. We've seen
We've never seen Jacob, Solo, and Roman together. It's always been, those are the 2 enforcers that he's had over his time there.
I don't need that. I don't need every person from the Isle of Samoa to be in a group. I'm going to do it in a group.
Yeah, Andrew, that's what I'm saying. Like, Bloodline NWO ish.
I don't.
Yep.
Again, and then that killed WCW. Everyone and their mom joined the NWO, and it wasn't cool. If everyone's in the thing, it's not cool. As I wear my Razor Ramon
Nikki,
shirt.
You're talking about everyone being in the thing, and one of the things that we bring up about Monday Night Raw, it was very, very Danhausen heavy.
I know. That's what I want to say. I wanted to say one thing. So, also, Boo Raw, no women's match. Which, boo. And then you just have this Liv. There was two, and I love Danhausen. We're very much pro Danhausen here in my life.
Hey, Mikey.
But it feels, hello. It just feels like it's too much. And I will need them to reel it back.
And then he was on NXT.
Oh, I watched that thing.
With Shiloh Hill. Yeah, it was a cool segment. It didn't, I mean, but again, yeah, you don't want to oversaturate.
Yes, you don't want to oversaturate it. The one thing about the NXT thing, at least it felt like Shiloh Hill went to him and was like, hi, I'm Shiloh from NXT. It wasn't like Danhausen showed up at NXT. So that I will forgive. But it felt a little too Danhausen-y. And I don't want them to burn out the Danhausen funness. Because then people are gonna boo and they're gonna do whatever. I don't think he really needs to have this match with Dom, but all right. But again, no women's match.
I know. I think that storyline is ended. I think they're just trying to figure out, because Dom gets a big reaction.
They're trying to get Dom, I think, to September to the AAA shows. Is that tomorrow? Dom and Grande versus I'm not gonna the Bad Dogs. Pero Mal.
Oh yeah.
Mikey, I'm sorry. I'm a white girl talking. I don't remember if that is this week or next week. But I think they're just trying to get, and I think Dom is, to me, more of a face in AAA. So I just feel like they're trying to run through this, and maybe Danhausen kills the bloodline, but boo, no women's matches. And as much as I love him, too much Danhausen.
The only other thing I'll say about Raw before we move on here is just, so it's going to be Monday nights. I'm assuming it's probably going to open, because I don't think it'll, it's definitely not, no, it won't open, it'll maybe be mid-card. But we're going to see a tag team title match. And after Alpha Academy got beat down and Otis gets slapped in the face again by Maxine, I just wonder, should this match have been, when you're talking about a 2-night SummerSlam, it's a decent enough build. Like, should this match have actually been on SummerSlam versus the Raw before SummerSlam?
Well, it's technically not the Raw before, so it's two. Or no, it is the next week. Yeah, I don't know. It probably should be. But, again, I don't care about tag teams. And we always talk about, a mid-card nothing title changes on SmackDown before a thing. This could potentially change again. Yeah, and
I would hate that, because you're just giving, Maxine's push. It just kills Maxine joining them.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why the match isn't at SummerSlam, because Division's going to retain.
Potentially.
Obviously Maxine's
But again, you could have them retain at SummerSlam if you're going to put on it has enough of a build that you might as well. I don't know. To me, when you're talking about, storylines, was it the EO storyline that EO Asuka at SummerSlam? This is not that level, but they have a lot of history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was kept off of WrestleMania. So I don't know. I think when you're looking for
the match is not for the titles.
Oh, it's not? No.
So is that one of those things that Alpha Academy wins and it's that
Eliminator?
I fucking hate the Eliminator. So is that the thing, somehow they pull off a win and that gets them a SummerSlam match?
Yeah, maybe. So, okay. So, I mean, the chat agrees that it should be a SummerSlam match. So, we'll see.
And, God, Austin Theory's fingers were so far in her butthole, and I hated everything about it. When he lifts it, it's just I hated it. See my rant from Lipsticks and Lyrian last week. No, thank you, Austin Theory. But stop your madness.
All right, well, let's stop the Raw madness. But, Nikki, that wasn't the only madness that happened. We're going to actually loop back around to the SummerSlam
kickoff press
conference show.
Hullabaloo, Fanatics Fest.
Yeah, because tensions are starting to rise a little bit between Punk and Cody, and it's, not a full-blown battle or, fight, but like a little bit of a paper.
You want to do it in public? We can do it in public. He's paranoid, okay? John Cena stabbed him in the back. Randy Orton stabbed him in the back. Your paranoid is going to happen again and again. You want the title? You got a title shot. We'll find out who the best is at SummerSlam. But I'm not going to stab you in the back. I am not John Cena. I am not Randy Orton. This is your ego speaking. Guess what? Newsflash. I'm wearing purple pants. Clearly I have an ego. There's so much that's unsaid between you and I. It is very hard to be your friend sometimes because don't talk to me about ego. Last night, your mask slipped. That wasn't an accident. So I don't want to hear any of this ego bullshit. I told you, I'll tell publicly to everybody, I'll tell you again. Last night was an accident and I apologize. This is on purpose.
Nikki.
That song brings me back.
Yeah, a little Linkin Park. I love that song. That was one of my favorite. That's my favorite song on that whole season.
Yeah, that came out when middle school.
Mm. Ooh, that's not raw anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Steven Guile versus Ricky Rabies. I miss that show. I would love for them to get another season, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, it all started at, I guess, Saturday night's main event. They won the match. CM Punk went to go put the belt over his shoulder and it hit Cody in his IVs. And now it's just like this fake, like, little brother.
Right.
I think it's going to be a good match. I just don't think they need to do all this extra, unless they're going to severely pull the trigger. And now we're only 2 weeks away, I guess. You have 2 more SmackDowns to pull the trigger on a heel CM Punk.
Yeah. I think it's like, I hate this term, tweener. But I think you let him just dabble in the heel things, and then maybe we get, I think, the full-fledged, like, kick in the nuts type move at SummerSlam.
He beats Cody nefariously.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the, like, similarly to, like, how John Cena turned at Elimination Chamber, where he's like, sorry, not before the whole kicking the ball thing, the real kicking the ball. I think it's like a opportunistic.
But it's also the whole thing that the whole point of this promo is the Punk is like, I'm not Randy, I'm not Cena, I'm not going to turn on you. But I guess, is that the thing? He's just going to be the long line.
Yeah, haha. Fooled you.
Fooled you. Oh, sweet costume.
You dummy.
You big old dummy.
You dumb blonde, Cody.
Hey.
What? I'm not calling you. I'm calling him a dumb blonde.
I'm not actually blonde, so it's fine.
But
neither is he.
I know. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, is this now starting to get you a little bit?
I didn't need
turned on to this match.
I didn't need this for that. I don't need them to manufacture this. And then actually, Cody Rhodes was on Jimmy Fallon this week, totally baby facing it up. I forgot where I was going with this. But he was like, he said to Jimmy, he's like, oh, do you see that clip of the belt thing? And he was just like, oh yeah, that was totally on purpose. So like they feel like they're angling Cody to be the face in this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they always want Cody to be a face. Like
so I remember what I was trying to say about it. So he had said that everyone, like, Jimmy Fallon was like, oh, this is your first match in 10, 18, whatever years it is. And then, Cody kind of brought up, it was like, well, that version of CM Punk and this version of Cody Rhodes that fought back then are completely different people. He's like, this is new. This is our first time that the American Nightmare is fighting CM Punk, which he called Cookie Monster Punk. But I feel like this, I know they had the match, whatever, but I'm like, this does feel like the first time that these two are fighting. And I don't need this little brother, smacky brother.
Andrew's talking about Drew McIntyre returning and ruining that match. I actually think, for some reason, I don't think Drew McIntyre's coming back till after SummerSlam, and I get the feeling that when we get towards War Games, he's going to be someone that's going to be a foil for the Bloodline.
Well, I guess that's my problem. It's like both your main events, it's circling of like who's going to interfere. And I just want to have, call me crazy.
It adds intrigue.
Call me crazy. I just want my main event and my two top stars to just be my two top stars.
Yeah. Good, but we'll see. I don't know. Let us know in the chat. What are you thinking with this? Is this getting you more interested into Cody Punk? I don't know. As we start to heat up the phone lines here, Nikki, get into our SmackDown preview again. There's going to be more Punk stuff tonight, more Aldis, Gunther. You want to talk about that now, official?
Yeah.
But we're going to have more entrance into the women's ladder match. Your favorite, Nia Jax.
I wish
you're going to root for Charlotte Flair.
I am going to root for Charlotte Flair. I am. I know. Call me crazy. I am going to root for Charlotte Flair because I don't want Nia. I'm not mad that there's mini matches to get into the ladder match at SummerSlam. I'm mad that it's this interim bullshit. Clearly, Rhea is injured. She has not defended in X amount of days.
They'll call it the interim Continental Champion.
Rhea's the main. What are you talking about?
No, I said we'll call it the interim Continental Champion. Get it? It's a play on words. There's supposed to be a joke, but you didn't get the joke.
No, because it's not for the IC belt.
I know, but we'll call the new title the interim Forget.
But there's already I
forget my joke. Didn't. I don't have it. I don't have the joke.
No, he's the hated it. The Nia or the hated it?
I think the other one, the old school Nia one.
Oh, did you finally delete it?
Yeah, we ran out of room.
Good.
Well, no, I still have it.
We can play hated it.
You want me to play hated it for you?
Yes.
All right, we'll do it one time, just because.
One time.
Hated it.
I'm assuming Charlotte's winning, obviously, because Jade's already the thing. That's going to be the feud.
And then we also got our girl Chelsea Green, but Kiana James. So two women who definitely need a push.
Again, the two people that you should have did a switcheroo here. Like Tiffy should have beat Kiana, but I'm worried that they're gonna want Kiana to be in this match because again, she had a dominant. And maybe this is too long ago. She had a dominant run in the Royal Rumble. She looked great. Elimination Chamber. I know they've cooled off on her a lot, but I'm worried they're not gonna let us have good things, and they're gonna take my queen, my New York, mine and Reese's queen, not Charlotte, not Nia, not Io, the official queen. I'm worried they're not gonna put her in it. But the last ladder match when they were in Canada, she was so afraid about climbing the ladder. She finally did it, and Tiffy pushed her off. And Tiffy was also sort of the right winner in hindsight, but it shouldn't be Chelsea. But is this a thing that now that season 3 of Unreal have come out? Is this going to be the Michael P.S. Hayes said that she wasn't a main eventer, and it's do you put this on her because they're oh yeah, we put the title on her, and it's interim, and then Rhea comes back and beats the shit out of her.
Maybe, yeah. Ugh. Give her a Matt Cardona-ish moment.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Zack Ryder, you win the IC ladder match. Your dad puts your hat on his head, and then whatever. But Steven, unless they do another match to get JC Jane, and JC's lost her match.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. I don't know.
I would love it. I think me and you are both on the JC train, but
yeah, I don't know. But we'll see. Nikki.
Yes.
It is that time.
Sorry.
It's our penultimate show before SummerSlam for WWE because, right? Yeah. Next week is SummerSlam as we do that preview. And if you missed it, you want to talk AEW, we're talking AEW Sunday at 5 before Redemption.
Yes.
So super excited about that. But Nikki, it is that time where I give you that one job. My little blondie, if I can find it in time. Oh God, where'd it go? Hit the snare. All right, Nikki, I'm actually going to pin them just in case anyone from Twitter world wants to come join us. We've got a bunch of people watching.
Yeah.
So I want to send it in the Twitter thing.
I mean, like, I repost your thing every week. I didn't.
Yeah, but the call-in link is not there.
Scandal in Bavaria.
I know, it's a very confusing time in everyone's life.
Do. Nick's doing a thing.
Boom.
Nick's doing a thing.
And boom. Did it again. All right. All right, Nikki, our first caller. We always got to start with a regular.
Yes.
Bring a little sex appeal in. A little Magic Mikey.
Boys, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, live iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story.
Mikey!
Hello, friend.
Well, hello there. Hopefully I'm coming in through okay. Got the big over ear ones over today.
Very nice. Mikey, what are you drinking? What are you thinking, buddy?
You know, we are, what is it, about a week now away from SummerSlam? I think I've said this on multiple occasions. I'm still excited because SummerSlam is one of the big four. I'm excited because that also means that we get to hang out and talk wrestling and, for all intents and purposes, talk a lot of shit too, which is very nice. I have several questions as to why we are headed the way we are with certain directions for SummerSlam. And so today I bring you my thesis statement on why I am very disappointed, but not surprised with WWE and how this women's division has been looking the last couple of weeks. I don't understand. I know injuries happen, but you really could have saved yourself a headache by vacating Rhea's title, and I love Rhea to death, and she will get that back real easily because, you know, mommy's always on top, as she says. But why did we wait until the last minute to be like, hey, let's have an interim ladder match? And I'm like, don't get me wrong, ladder matches are great. I'm a sicko, and I love me some good carnage. But some of the choices as to how these matches have come about, like for this one with Chelsea and Kiana, I'm just like, these two desperately need a push, and I feel like they deserve something. So why are you both putting them on here? And then don't get me started with JC, because I'm very upset that JC's potentially not going to be in this match. I don't know what's happening. I really, really don't, and it's frustrating me too.
I don't know why Tippy's in this match. Like, then you're not having your women's U.S. championship defended.
Yeah.
Like, have Tippy be in another match, and then, like, JC should have been in this
I
match.
feel like Tippy might lose it before SummerSlam. Like, she's going to be the SmackDown before she loses it. Like, watch her lose it to, like Chelsea loses this match, and she loses it to Chelsea the night before. Some weird, like, a storyline that might make sense for SummerSlam. Like, that would be a bigger moment for SummerSlam would happen the night before.
But then we run into the same issue as we did last time. And listen, I am here for Chelsea getting all the championships. She 100% deserve it. But this story that we got going on with Tiffy and Chelsea, I really like. And just because there's a lack of creative direction for everything, and all of a sudden be like, hey, we have this, let's pull up the trigger before SummerSlam. I'm like, is that what we're doing? We don't need to. I'm not asking for this to play out for months and months in advance. We have learned that we don't need that. I'm looking at you, Roman Reigns, in the 4-year reign of terror, as I called it, where you've beaten everyone on the roster like 4 times over at this point. So, I don't know. I'm very disappointed, but I'm not surprised with WWE. Like, we hit the panic button and we kind of forgot about the women, which is insane because I don't know about you two, but this point last year, everyone and their mother was talking about how WWE threw the women under the bus, yet they showed up and turned it out with Evolution at this point last year. Evolution was amazing and by far the best thing that WWE put on that whole entire weekend of the 3 shows that they crammed in between NXT Great American Bash, Saturday Night's Main Event, and Evolution. And the fact that they showed up and showed out, a lot of people have referred to it as probably the best WWE show of last year in terms of everything. And this is how we're going to treat them on probably the second biggest pay-per-view of your whole entire calendar year. I am appalled and upset and disappointed, and I want more for women and for in that particular WWE locker room. And I'm just saying, if you don't fix it quickly, Bayley's not the only one who will not want to sign when it comes back. It's insane to me.
Yeah, like them not having a women's match on Raw is really annoying.
Could Vaquer get into that ladder match? Really, as a wild card? I could see Stephanie Vaquer as a wild card.
I would love that more than anything. I don't know if Stephanie is ready to come back, but it's been 4 months, so possibly. I'm on this tirade too because Unreal Season 3 really grinded my gears when it came to this aspect too. I was like, whoever edited this, I don't know if they did it on purpose or didn't think that we would catch it, but the one part when we get to the final episode with the WrestleMania and everyone's story is kind of going there with the conversation that Liv and Triple H had after Liv won the title after her match. And then hearing that conversation between her and Hunter really was insane to listen to because Liv, in a demanding, in fact, like very annoyed with, her and Stephanie's match being cut for time. She's like, did we make up for time then after all? Like in a very sarcastic tone. I'm like, ooh, the girls are fighting. And I'm kind of on Liv's side because it's insane to me that you had them cut their match so you can give like 15 plus more minutes to the main event that didn't need to be that long, which was insane to me. So,
I think, honestly, Mikey, you bring up Unreal, and I don't want to watch it because I feel like it just really dilutes the industry so poorly. And I think you all I get it's the behind the scenes, but I also feel like, again, anything you see is what we want. They want us to see.
Yes.
It's another layer of storyline. It's like it's to me, it's not that, but it's like utilizing the dirt sheets in some ways.
So if I'm allowed to speak freely, I'm going to give my honest opinion on Unreal because I'm not a big fan of reality TV based stuff, anyways. Trashy TV is always fun. I was like, I don't take it seriously, but it's hilarious. To me, the most unreal to me is, and this is the hill I will stand on, and I've always had this stance. To me, Unreal is, this is going to sound horrible, but the way that WWE presents everything that happens on the 3 seasons of Unreal and everything that has happened, the fact that they're writing revisionist history and they're spinning the narrative of what they want us to believe too, that is how dictatorships and totalitarianism in countries start. This is 1984 levels of craziness. So if anyone's familiar with, the book 1984 and Big Brother, that is exactly how this feels. And the rhetoric is insane to me that we are pulling out of playbooks of fascist and totalitarianism governments for wrestling of all things. And Unreal to me feels like a giant ego stroke of the people, the higher ups and the creative team and everything. Like, the biggest thing for Unreal Season 2, too, is the longest time everybody said that Road Dogg was the problem. And then watching the scenes that they intentionally left in when they filmed of Road Dogg just being like absolute garbage was like, oh, maybe he wasn't the sole problem the whole entire time. And then don't even get me started. The way that Chelsea Green was being talked about by some of the creative and higher ups in there really irritated me. I'm like, oh, absolutely not. So I just don't understand what. To me, I feel like Unreal is for the people that are casually watching WWE that want to get into it more. But for us who have been here forever, Unreal has rewritten everything that happened at Mania this year. The biggest thing is how they rewrote the whole Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out of WWE, and how they had Naomi sit there and tell a revisionist history version of it. And I'm just like, oh, this poor woman. That is insane to me. So I don't know. Unreal is such it's shit. I'm sorry. It's garbage. It's garbage.
You're getting gaslit.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is insane to me. I feel like I'm in a relationship that I don't need to be a part of longer, which is crazy to me. And it's already hard enough. That's why I focus on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Evolve, and like the wrestling is the only thing that I personally care about, because all the other extra crap is nonsense to me. I'm like, I'm here for the wrestling. I don't care about the entertainment multimedia thing that they're trying to build with Club WWE and all that stuff. I was just like, guys, the network was right there years ago. We could have just kept that, but no. We're literally recycling ideas y'all had and trying to put a new coat of paint on it. It is insane. And I say this all the time. I'm tired of WWE treating my intelligence like I'm stupid. I know I'm not the ideal person anymore, but I'm tired of WWE playing in my face.
No, it's a fair point. Well,
but I'm still gonna watch SummerSlam though. So
that being said, we're all
watching.
Yeah,
and we're all still doing in the watch along, Mikey. I'm super pumped. We're gonna try out some stuff with some. I'm gonna try and have like 2 microphones for us because we have so many people in the house. So you might get a bunch of opinions. Maybe some you want, maybe some you don't want. I don't know.
This should be fun.
But Mikey, we'll let you go. Last shot.
My last shot, you can catch me tonight at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, as we are back at it with TNA. You know, lots of things happen. Mike Santana is officially an NXT superstar as of this past Tuesday, which I'm really proud for Mike Santana. We have a women's tournament going on in TNA to crown a new women's champion for their new mid-card title, which has yielded some interesting results. We had a cinematic match between the Righteous and the Hardys, so that's always fun. But also, I'm looking forward to Redemption this Sunday, especially with the 2 new matches we got yesterday. The double chain match should be pretty fun between the Bang Bang Gang and the Dogs, and then the 6-way ladder match to crown a new #1 contender for the International Championship. So it should be fun. And I'm really I don't know if Tony Khan's going to do this, but I'm really hoping that Willow and Tekla are towards the top of the card, because that is the one match where I'm like, no, I'm going to go 50-50, and it's going to change the landscape for Wembley. So,
yep. Also,
WWE, stop trying to counter-program things. I'm excited for this Worlds Collide event in September. I'm just very upset you put it on the same day as All Out in Chicago. What are we doing? But that's neither here nor there.
I know, Mikey.
Well, I feel all of that.
Well put, Mikey. Hopefully you can join us Sunday at 5 Eastern, so 2 your time. Talk more AEW then. But
most definitely.
Till then, buddy, pleasure as always. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey. And Nikki. I like making Nikki just sing the song by herself.
It's fine. Literally now, every time I hear that song, if it comes on the radio, I just think about Mikey, and I'm just like dancing to Mikey coming.
It's a great call.
He's a real ring-a-ding-dong dandy. Thanks, guys.
All right, Nikki.
Yes.
Next up, let's bring her in. You never know what she's going to say. she'll either give you a dissertation
Yes.
eloquently or curse you off. So one or the other.
Probably both.
So let's hear from her. Kat. What's
Wow.
Um,
What? That's a great introduction.
up, Kat? Kat, I was thinking today, I was so pissed. Your intro is coming. It is coming. And also, speaking of coming to the league, Kat is going to be joining the Fantasy Wrestling League this year. Oh, I'm excited. Kat.
you haven't even announced that we were doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
then you're
it's coming
announcing
back.
it.
Season 2 of Nick Club Fantasy Wrestling. That was going to be announced on next, but why not let everyone come in? She's like the Jacksonville Jaguars, an expansion team.
Yes, as long as I don't expand my waist, I'm good.
It's football season. That's like the time to do it with all the wings and just, oh my
And the holidays, yeah, you're right.
God. What's up, Kat? What are you drinking? What are you thinking?
What's up? I'm drinking hot tea because I think my son has me sick and my throat has been hurting.
No.
Unbelievable.
Smack him around.
And then he goes out of town for the weekend. So I'm home alone with the dog and the cats. Good thing is mom lives right behind me, so if something really bad happens, mom could get here. So, but what am I thinking? I'm thinking JD McDonagh needs his props. He needs to teach a class on how to sell.
Yep. So good.
Seriously.
He's so good.
He also, he was literally at some point head over heels. Like, literally, I got worried because I was like, oh, man, he's, over jumping. It did get nervous. But, yeah, that was...
No, he's so good. So good.
Behind Austin Theory, I think he's my second favorite young baby to push.
Oh.
Ooh.
He needs one of those mid-card titles. Is the IC on there or the US?
IC's on Raw. So,
so let Gable win it and give me a feud with Gable and JD.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that remotely. Because then I feel that then JD can get more serious and put on the actual Tekker matches that we know he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Steven said, don't give him too much props or he'll get a big head about it.
Well, as I mentioned, my son's out of town. He went to GalaxyCon. He went to a GalaxyCon and he ran into one Kofi Kingston.
Oh.
And he told Kofi that he misses him on TV. And Kofi replied, well, that 90 days is up soon and I have something in the works.
Oh! AEW.
And then Nikki, he met your favorite, Chris Jericho. And he threw me under the bus and told Jericho, he goes, yeah, every morning I wake up, my mom has Fozzy playing through the house.
I'm glad he didn't get stuck in the vortex of Jericho.
No, not yet. But he is getting a tattoo tomorrow, so.
Oh, Chris Jericho?
No, I think he's either going to do Cyclops or Gambit from X-Men. And he sent me a text. He's like, Mom, I want a tattoo. And I'm like, okay, you're 23 years old. I can't tell you no.
Is this going to be his first one?
Yes. His sister has plenty, so.
I got my first one at 18, and then I didn't get my second one till, 36?
I'm trying to think of which of those two characters would be better, aging over time, and I don't know.
But is it Gambit from the cartoon?
Yeah, it's basically just the cards that he holds in his hand.
Yeah.
So he's just getting his hand and the cards.
Yeah.
And then I think the Cyclops one is just the Cyclops glasses that he wears.
Kat, are you a Marvel person? I'm not sure.
Yes.
So
love for Marvel.
So did you see the new off topic? The new I almost called
The
it
Doomsday trailer?
Doomsday trailer, yeah. I almost said
That was funny because I got up and I was watching it and I went, fuck yeah. Then about an hour later, my son gets up. He goes, Mom, the new Doomsday trailer dropped. And I hear him in his room watching it. And then all of a sudden I hear, fuck yeah. It's it's funny. We had the same reaction.
I love it.
Yeah, no, when you said Gambit, I was like, oh, That's what it made me think of.
No, I think Gambit would be cooler.
Yeah, I just think, like, what would be harder, like, because, like, depends on, like, the design, right?
Well, I think he's getting it, like, on his shoulder, so.
Okay.
But, yeah, I just thought it was funny. I'm like, you're 23. I can't tell you no. The same thing your sister did. She called me and was like, Mom, I need to talk to you. And I was in class teaching, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of teaching. I'll call you when I get out of school. And she's like, Mom, I want a tattoo. I'm like, okay, well, you're 23 years old. I can't tell you what to do. She's like, well, I figured you'd be mad. I'm like, they're not for me. I don't mind people having them, and I think they look really cool. But they're just not for me because I don't like needles.
You know who doesn't have a tattoo? Austin Theory.
Mm.
Or JD. Does JD have? He might.
No,
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
I could tattoo some Austin Theory, but I don't think it's the same thing we're talking about.
I don't think tattoos not neat. I got my tattoo and then told my mom, but I was 19, so she was like, "Well, I told you do whatever you want after you're 18." So,
yeah, basically, I mean, you're an adult.
If I like to say, "Oh, well.
I guess she just didn't want me to be mad," and I was like, "I can't tell you what to do."
Anyway, don't want to disappoint our moms.
Yeah. Oh, and he also got to meet Mick Foley, so he was thrilled about that yesterday. So, but yeah, my take is JD McDonagh. He needs to teach classes to the younger talent on how to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. Yeah, he does deserve a nice mid card push. I wonder if it would happen on Raw though, or if it would be after like.
I wonder if he stays heel and with the face Gable, we can make that work. Also, his gear was Wolverine, like comic book Wolverine colors.
And then my last take is, it's pretty bad that a woman who hates women's wrestling has to call out a show that had no women's wrestling on it.
Yep.
I dropped a video on my channel about consistency, which seems to be my favorite word nowadays. Because if AEW had done this, Twitter would have lit up like a bonfire.
When I will talk about it on Sunday, but I actually really liked the match between Divine Dominion and the Sisters of Sin. I thought that was a fun match.
Yeah. But if you didn't have a VPN, then you see no women's match, no women's segment except for EO coming out. That was it. So you missed the promo that Sol Ruka did, and she got interrupted by one Lyra Bird Flu Valkyria. So I think they're setting them up. Could we see them on SummerSlam?
At this point, would you rather have Lyra take the belt off Sol?
Yes. Anybody is better than Sol right now.
No, poor girl. But I would love a crazy bird lady Lyra running around with the belt. I think that's so more entertaining than like Sol right now.
Yeah, can you see her? She plays it really.
She feels like Edward Scissorhands the more I look at that picture.
If Edward Scissorhands and Danny DeVito's
Penguin
had
a kid, it would be her.
Be her. Here for it.
Yeah. It could be like I said, like when she first started, like last summer, she carried a lot of the women's Intercontinental title. Like that whole thing.
To a point, she did carry Becky.
Yeah, so like now she's gonna get. But what she's gonna be able to get that I think heel turns provide for a lot of people is that character work. That it's harder to get over as a babyface. I think that's what's happened with Sol Ruka too, to some extent. It's like you do all the flippy doos, but not, like eventually it's like, all right, well, why am I going to root for you? Like your endearing personality. Like as a heel, it's just easy to say, well, screw you. Like I'm going to do it on my own and whatever. And like now everyone's seen Lyra in the ring and how good she is for a while now. Now it's like, all right, I'm better than you now. You're going to get to see that character work and take her to a whole other level where she could be a main event talent.
It's possible. And some people are just not meant to be a face, and some are not meant to be heels.
1,000%. But honestly, her choking out Sol Ruka, I don't think I would cheer. I would cheer for that.
Yeah, I would too. But that's all I got for you today. I'll see you on Sunday, Nikki.
Yes, Sunday, 3 o'clock. Lipsis and Lariats, me and Kat.
Yeah.
Nick making you work double time.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I'm putting
She's going to make it to AEW? Oh.
Doing a double shift.
He better be paying you overtime.
Working 9 to 5. Wait.
There you go.
I know. Everyone's here is trying to take all these human monies out of my pocket.
All right, guys. Great show.
Thank you.
I'll see you on Sunday, my love.
Sunday.
Bye-bye.
And Lipsticks and Lariats on the
Sunday
Weekly
at
Steel
3.
Chair podcast at 3 p.m. Kat and I are going to talk a lot of shit. Because that's what we do.
Unbelievable. Stop playing video games, Reese. Start talking wrestling. FIFA. World Cup's over. Oh, man. That was a good one. I got to get... I have the concept.
And I feel like you've been talking...
But, yeah, like, I have the concept down, but I have to, like...
It's been... She needs...
things.
It's time.
Yeah, Kat might be getting one of these, too. Maybe a special... You and Kat, ladies, wearing the...
Ladies.
And I got to get one of Mikey. Mikey, fits Mikey so well. Tank top deal.
Good old tank top.
Basically, that's what basketball jerseys are. Also, unrelated topic, but I don't understand how, like, sports like golf and tennis, if I'm sweating, I don't want to wear a polo. Just unrelated.
Country clubbing.
I hate that. To me, is absolutely.
You understand how the heavy polyester... This is why I can't work outside. The heavy polyester polos that we had to wear outside.
Kat wants to sport at the AEW shows.
Oh my God. That would be the best. Girl, we're going to send you one. You have to send her all our other fun merch tchotchkes.
Yeah, I know.
Like this fine sweaty coaster.
Sweaty coaster.
Well, it's hot down here. My ice drink is sweating.
So fair.
It's sweaty.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know. We got those are the new Stone coasters. We got the Stone. We got the original.
Again, all of it's just like sweat. Oh, not my face.
Yeah, let's do that. But show the other coaster, the sweaty coaster, as you call it. Yeah. So we're adding to our merch pile. Here, coaches, we got bottle openers. We got koozies. I gotta find. I think I'm running low on koozies though. Those were
koozies. The small bottle opener keychains.
We should meet her in Norfolk in September. Where's Norfolk?
Virginia.
I know. No, I know where, but like how in relation. We'll Google Maps it later.
I did because I'm due for time off. My manager's like, how many days have you taken off this year? I said 3.5. It's the end of July.
But there's also, although we might be doing big event again, I gotta see about that one. But
no, what date is that?
It's like November-ish.
Yeah, but I have Nina's bridal shower. Sorry.
But yeah, no, we'll that or we might do WrestleCon. Or no, what's it called? In North Carolina.
WrestleCade?
WrestleCade. Sorry, WrestleCon's the other one. WrestleCade. So, Kat, maybe we'll visit you in WrestleCade. Let's see about that one. But I digress. Nikki, you ready let's do a last call here.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Steven.
Why, hello, everybody.
Oh, no.
Remember when you didn't see Halloween candy until the first day of October?
Nope.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I took that today.
I believe it. Where's this Acme shop, right?
Stop and Shop in Berkeley Heights. Visit it today. not a paid endorsement.
I didn't have any good soundtrack for that. That's as close as I got to Halloween music.
I mean, it's July. I'm not interested in bats or jack-o'-lanterns or haunted houses or any of that shit. And I know in about 3 weeks' time, I'm going to start seeing the Thanksgiving stuff.
What about birds?
I can fix her.
Oh, see me in the desert.
She seems upset.
She is. Andrew Brunswick wants to know why they do back to school the day summer begins.
Basically.
Seriously.
Yeah, the day, at least this one I think I might have figured out because half the country goes back in the middle of August.
True.
So they're not that far away. We, on the other hand, do it the right way. We're part of the half that does it correctly, and we don't go back till after Labor Day. Or as I used to say it, after the Jerry Lewis telethon is over.
Let me talk to you.
So that one I kind of understand. I can kind of also understand a couple of instances where you would see a Christmas related commercial. Like you kind of got to book your trip to Disney for Christmas now because they get really busy. So, okay, they get a pass. I get that one.
True.
Anything else?
Yowie,
No.
wowie.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let us have summer.
Yeah.
There's a quote. I don't know if I've used this quote on the show, but there's a quote I love. We don't really enjoy the holidays. We just like to announce that they're fucking coming.
See, we need to put that on a t-shirt for you.
Here comes the money.
Oh, that's not my quote. Credit to the great comedian Lewis Black for that one.
Love him.
Yes, very funny. By the way, Kat, I know a woman in her mid-50s who still does what her mother tells her, but I'm not going to say anything more about that.
Look at this.
But I'm not bitter. I'll share more. I can share more details about that off air sometime, but not here. That's all I'll say about that.
The story's so bad.
Yes, we will hear the story.
Dipping my Lipton tea that I don't have, but still.
Girl.
Touche. Steven, what do you
All
think
right.
wrestling wise?
Enough about that crap. Yeah. Okay, where to begin? All right, so I saw a video this past week. It was a follow-up to a longer video from the former Jinder Mahal, anticipating all these wrestlers who became free agents this week.
Okay.
And this is what I have learned. I didn't quite watch the longer video. This is all based on what he said in the follow-up one. There is no 90-day non-compete clause in any of these contracts. What it is when they have situation, or 30 days for NXT talent. What it is for any talent that they do this for, they're giving them 90 days notice. So they're still under contract to WWE during that time. They're still getting paid by WWE during that time, but they're being told 90 days from now, you're not going to be employed with us anymore.
So it's what is that called?
That's not called a non-compete because they're still under contract anyway.
No, it's a oh my gosh. It happened at an employer that Steven, we may or may not have worked at together. But there's a term for it. Like they give you like
they say hi, by the way.
It's one of those. There's a term for it. There's like it's basically like a preemptive. I gotta look it up, but there is a term for it, like a legal term.
Yeah, I don't remember that Raj to go with his name that he's going by now. Use that term, But he says obviously even though they're still employed with WWE for those 90 days, they pull them off TV. They don't use them. They don't use them for anything. They tell them go home, because then if they get hurt during a match, WWE is liable for that.
Right.
So they just tell them go home. You're still going to get paid. You're still under contract with us, and that's that.
Notice maybe.
So the whole non-compete thing that people think of, that they're home, they can't work for 3 months. Well, technically that part is true, but they are getting their paychecks.
Steven, at least maybe it says the term that I'm thinking about might be called working notice. The time you keep working and getting paid after the company tells you they're ending your job. So basically, yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, they're getting their 90-day notice, which everybody's from the last round, and probably from the round we're going to get the Friday after SummerSlam. I'm willing to bet. We'll see. It'll be when this show is on the air, like all the other times.
Yeah.
Breaking Nikki's news. So that's why I thought that was very interesting. The longer form video is also pretty interesting, but that's the part that stuck out to me. And you're already seeing like Nikki Storm already worked a match.
Yeah.
She put out the beautiful tweet to Big Damo, and she's like, "Oh, it was like I guess she ran out to help him, and she's like, oh, with our schedules, it's good to be in a ring with you again, my love." And I was like,
yeah,
I love her love.
So everybody, I guess they can't post about their much about their situation either, because excuse me, you didn't really start to see anything until out of people until the 90 days was up.
Yeah.
Shy of Nikki and Damo buying Progress, was it?
Progress, yeah.
Progress, yes. Ooh, I remembered. Yeah.
I did see Joseph Sawyer, who's Joe Gacy, announced a booking in New York. I think ACW, which is an indie that's pretty big here in our area, in New York, like just over the border there. And
right.
He's going to be on there. So like he has been one, like talking about like people who announced. That is something just so happened to show up in my little algorithm here that he announced that he's taking a booking. And then like I remember like Dexter Lumis did something like that, like when he
did a bodybuilding contest and he looks horrifying.
Like shredded or like he was shredded. I saw a picture,
but like orange and banana hammock, and I can't.
Well, they all have to do the banana hammock thing.
No,
but
I
like,
understand. It looked weird.
I know. It is crazy how jacked that dude is, and like
because on TV he's making me a pale man.
Yeah.
And then him looking like a carrot, I was like,
The Carrot Top? Just kidding. Anyway.
Carrot Top? You mean star of the movie Chairman of the Board? Carrot Top?
I actually watched that movie.
So, no, but Nick cut you off. What you were saying about Big Damo and Nikki at Progress. Or did you lose it because Nick cut you off?
I just mentioned that's like Nikki didn't give a hint about her future other than they bought Progress,
right?
And this was her first in ring as soon as the 90 days was up.
Yeah. Yeah. There's getting we're at that time, Stephen, that 90-day period, right after, was it right before?
After
WrestleMania.
After Mania.
Yeah. So, and then, do you think, as I mean, not to sound it, but like, is there gonna be a post? It's usually Mania stuff, but like, is there a post SummerSlam cut that?
I would count on it.
Mm-hmm.
I would count on it. I mean, they have to find some way to pay Pat McAfee, right? So. But
I know. I can't get.
I know everyone's crying about that.
I don't know. We I almost feel bad enough to have to buy his album that he's got coming out, which is I'm sure gonna suck.
Is it country? Is it rap? Is it? I don't even. I might want to listen to his song on YouTube just so I know, but like, you're not getting my human money.
I don't know. I mean, that might be a good idea for a show as we all like Mystery Science Theater 3000, the record.
I would love that.
He's been writing these songs for the last 20 years. Like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. You've got a ton of money. You hired somebody to write some songs for you. And if you're the one singing them, does anybody remember William Hung?
Yes.
Yes.
She bangs.
Yeah.
She bangs.
It's going to be, I'm sure the technology is better to even out where he misses all the keys, but, you know, it's not going to be good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, we kind of got off track there a little.
Us, no.
No.
Fair. What else you thinking, Steve?
Well, I missed the first 10 minutes of the show, but it looks like you mentioned the brand new WWE radio station.
Yeah, and I gave you the shout out that you broke that news to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. I'm sorry that I missed that. But yeah, so you know they have their state sponsored media now, which I from what I understand, I don't listen to I didn't listen to Busted Open / Pro Wrestling Nation much before. I usually listen to them the Monday after one of the big four cards. But I mean they were pretty much 90% WWE anyway. I mean, they didn't used to be. They were just kind of headed in that direction. So there you go. And I think all the shows are staying the same, except for they fired Coachman from the show he hosted, and but they're still gonna keep his show. And other than that, I guess they're forbidden from talking about any indie federations. I guess they're not going to be able to talk about AEW at all, except maybe once in a while take a pejorative shot at them, or maybe like a veiled shot. But I mean, I think we kind of knew this was going to be happening. But I mean, the people who are AEW fans that would complain about this, I mean, you've got Dave.
True.
Well, that's exactly, Steve. So I know you said you came a little late to it, but that was kind of the point that I was making when Nikki brought this up, is that, you have Uncle Dave, that he's talking about, like, as the equivalent for AEW. So,
is Dave LaGreca
Dave is the WWE equivalent of
Uncle
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, I'm referring to Uncle Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah,
right. So is Dave LaGreca the
Counterpoint,
Meltzer?
Yeah.
Is that the?
Yeah, I'm gonna give out 5-star, 12-star matches.
Obviously, Meltzer's AEW, and then is LaGreca
a media plant, essentially, like a media plant.
I guess so. Now, I mean, a lot of those hosts on that station were already kind of like Sam Roberts. Does occasional work for WWE. I mean, Natty, we already know. Nemeth, longtime employee, and I think TNA still has that agreement with WWE. Kinda, you don't really see the crossovers. Actually, I don't think I've seen the crossovers for quite a while. A little bit.
Well, I mean, speaking of crossover, not to steal some of your maybe thunder, I don't know, but like Mikey brought it up, but like now Mike Santana is
That's not a crossover. He's NXT.
I saw that.
Yeah,
you mean,
but like talking about like people crossing over from TNA to NXT, it's like, is he the same name? Like Mike Santana? There's talk about the Mike Santana deal, and like he may not. A new superstar debuts, and like everyone knows who he is, but we're not using his name. Is real.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't do that until they had a name to call him. I mean, they've done this a number of times. They did it with Saints. They've done it with Evil, or whatever the hell his name is now, and Mason Rook, and now with Mike Santana. Yeah, we know who. Well, we know who he is, but maybe a lot of people don't know who he is. It's like, well, you're gonna tell me who this guy is that everybody's cheering for?
It's who WWE wants to own the name, and I feel like he needs to be like a Joe Hendry of like, you need to keep Mike Santana. I don't want him to be like Romeo. Blah, blah, blah. They're gonna give him some
Dobbs. Wide receiver.
They're gonna give him some like bullshit Spanish name. I just want him to be Mike Santana. Or just
that should be the way to go. They'll probably change it to something.
Santana and I think like Santana the band or the guy. I don't know.
And I was gonna do a video for him
He should
debuting when
just
I
be
couldn't
Mike
think of anything.
Santana, but I'm worried he's gonna be or give him give him another S.
I wonder now what's gonna happen to like Evil or Naraku, whatever he's called. Like it's like, all right, you just came in just to be fed to Tony D because we can't figure out a way to bring Tony D to the main roster.
Well, and two things because Evil said he wanted to go to NXT to learn the American TV version of all right, you have to look at Harkin, you have to do all your moves this way, you gotta look this way. I think he's getting speed tracked to learn all the US stuff and then you're going on it.
Yeah, he's not the first. Stephanie Vicaire wanted that and got it, and Julia, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. Yeah, it's not uncommon. So I, while having the champion of a major Japanese federation start in NXT seems a little off. Well, he requested it, and it is a good idea. I understand not doing that too. So, no fault either way. But best of luck to Mr. Sky.
Yeah. But I think whatever we call him, Mike Santana or Santana or whatever, I think he's going to be to take the belt off D'Angelo.
Yeah. On a related note about Dave, has anybody heard the arguments that Dave Meltzer and his co-host have had sometimes about the AEW shows?
No.
With Brian Alvarez. Oh yeah, go look up because that's almost a regular feature of Cornette's show whenever that happens. Because apparently there's a Twitter account that always posts these arguments when they come up. And I think the Twitter handle is Meltzer said what.
I love that.
So yeah, if you don't want to listen to Cornette's review of it, you can just go and listen to the arguments directly on that Twitter handle. Yeah, pretty funny. Dave is just digging in. I think his latest take was other than I think he's the only person in the IWC who appeared to enjoy the Dynamite episode with the Goku versus Vegeta promo.
Yeah.
And everybody else couldn't stand it, and they got into a fight about that. And then his latest take this week was about, they're going to burn Danhausen out. These gimmick is going to get old really fast. Like, Dave, just say that Tony paid you. He dropped the ball and he's telling you to say these things about Danhausen or about whoever. It just
I think
Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a sliver of it being true that we could get burned out on Danhausen, but also Tony Khan had him for how long? He's been in WWE for 6 months. And he's the #1 merch seller. He's on fucking everything, fucking around with the Knicks. Tony, you done fucked up.
He wasn't Tony's cup of tea. Tony couldn't figure out how to use them.
Yeah.
And now Tony's losing out on several Brinks trucks worth of money right now. On the other end, I can kind of see what Dave was saying. Do you remember when not Whose Line Is It Anyway? I don't know why that came to mind. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was on 4 or 5 days a week, and then a few years later, Deal or No Deal was on a few days a week.
Yes.
And after a while of doing that, everybody got sick of it because it was on so damn much during prime time.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it, but this is only twice a week. Most of the time he gets minute and a half, 2 minute segment. Sometimes he gets more. This past Monday he got more.
Yeah.
He got a nice juicy spot on Saturday, which was great. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
just let us have the entertaining things. It doesn't have to be like serious all the time. But I kind of understand about the burnout, but it's just like, lashing out because of a missed opportunity. And I can tell you when I bet we're going to hear it again is when it's funny. I opened with a Halloween thing. You can see it right now. But once you get closer to Halloween, how much merch Danhausen's going to be selling with costumes and masks and stuff around then. And that's when I bet it's going to come up again. Maybe right after SummerSlam, after he beats Dom.
Yeah.
And then they'll then I'm predicting this now. Then they're going to reward Dom by having him win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I said him, Dom or Ricky Saints would be my money.
I've never heard you say Dom.
Yeah. But I
Saints, and then Dom was my
because
secondary,
at that point, Dom,
sense.
to me, Dom would have dropped the Mega Champion to Grande.
Yeah.
And then, Money in the Bank. Steven.
Which means
I'm seeing it as a reward for having to go through silly stuff. They rewarded Daniel Bryan for doing all that hell no therapy, doctor, whatever his name was, silly stuff. And they rewarded him properly after. They rewarded Sami for going through that whole jackass storyline, with the Gunther victory and the main eventing with KO against the Usos after that.
Mm-hmm.
I see this as a similar thing. This is silly, entertaining stuff that Dom is involved in that he's coming out on the short end of the stick on. And I think they're going to reward him by giving him Money in the Bank.
All right. Don't threaten me with a good time, Steven. Stop it.
And maybe I'll be there to see it in person. We shall see.
That'd be great. Steven! Your lips to God's ears. Sir, pleasure as always.
Love you, babe.
Trick or treat, everybody.
Steven.
A resident rascal.
Good stuff. I did say, for the record, Ricky
sorry,
Saints because it was in New Orleans. But then I did say Dom Mysterio would be the type of person to handle it.
Go back and find
Whatever.
the found footage. You've only said Ricky because it's in New Orleans. You've never said Dom. Get them?
Unbelievable.
Are you talking to Tank? Are you talking to
Look at this,
the
prima donna!
Oh, I will show you prima donna.
Unbelievable.
Girl.
But fun one.
Honest. I love being at the bar
For our
people.
fellow Fed heads. WWE only tonight. Because we are back here. Hope you all join us if you want to talk AEW. We are back here Sunday at 5. Maybe talking some upsets. Maybe some new champions. The Jet challenging Kenny Omega. Willow Nightingale challenging Thekla. Maybe.
Oh, that's the one I'm worried about.
I know, there could be. Could be some upsets. So join us Sunday at 5 as we discuss that. But before that, you got Lipsticks and Lariats talking a lot of wrestling and WWE, AEW, bunch of stuff. Nikki and Pat. Two lovely ladies talking wrestling. Let's let another lovely lady take us out.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Stephanie McMahon Helmsley.
We come from all over the world, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, capabilities, and ideologies. And what brings us together is this shared passion for what happens in that ring. The one place where we control our own destiny, where our differences are our strengths, where we ride or die with the characters we love and the stories that give us hope, the stories that make us human. Because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and all we have is each other.
Andrew, you popped me.
I know. Andrew's got a couple of good ones I want to get. Richard not thinking Owen and Trick were ready was fun.
Which is old man, go to bed. How do you feel? And this is the one that made me laugh.
Botches during the match in the 5th.
Poor LA.
I know.
Ugh.
Touche, Andrew.
Andrew, you're the best.
Andrew, you got to call in. We're waiting for you. You got some funny comments. We got to put a voice to all the comments. So
You're the best.
get ready. Hopefully we'll see you talking to AEW Sunday at 5. But until then, you do not have to go home.
But you cannot stay here. Goodbye.